Good morning everyone. It's Amir sir again in front of you with the third video of solid state. So in today's lecture we'll study about the geometry of a cube. So it is very important in order to learn the crystal different forms and how the constituent particles are present in different crystals. So particularly here we have to study about the cubic crystal. So first we need to know about the geometry of a cube in order to have the different points of view about the cubic crystal. In previous classes we come to know about the solid, different properties of solid, types of solid, amorphous and crystalline solid. Then we have seen the classification of crystalline solid. There are 4 types. Now let's begin with today's topic. So before going to geometry of a cube, we'll see the term polymorphism. What is polymorphism? So polymorphism, a given substance in more than one solid crystalline form. So any substance can have more than one solid crystalline form, and that different crystalline solid forms have different physical properties. So this type of structures which are obtained by a given substance is called polymorphism, and the property is referred as polymorph. So let's comes to the geometry of a cube. So explaining the geometry of a cube, I will take the example of a ink pot of a marker. Let's see here. So everyone have the idea about a cube, what is cube. So today we are going to see the number of corners in a cube. I think many of you know about it, but still we are going to see it. So number of corners refers to these corners, 1, 2, 3, 4. At the top, same way it is at the back, 1, 2, 3, 4. So total number, how many corners in a cube? So number of corners in a cube is 8. Now coming to the number of face. Face means this particular face, 1, then 2, 3, then we have 4, 5, this one, and lastly 6, this one. So these are the phases of a cube. So number of faces in a cube is 6. Now coming to the edges, kinara, corners. So how many edges are there in a cube? So let's see this one. So edges are this one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then this side 9, 10, 11, 12. So number of faces, number of edges in a cube is 12. Now number of center will be 1. Now coming to the number of face diagonal, that is 12. How the 12 face diagonals are present? Number of faces are 6. On each face, the number of diagonal will be 2. So total number of face is 6. Therefore number of face diagonal will be 12. That is outside. Now coming to the number of cube diagonal, that is from inside. Cube diagonal, just we can draw a diagonal here or at this particular point, then from this side too. So that way we can able to draw number of cube diagonal, that will be 4, that is from inside. So that is called the geometry of a cube. Now we have to see the length the length of face diagonal as well as cube diagonal. So how we come to know the length of a face diagonal? Let's see. So face diagonal is, if we take one side, one face of a cube, just drawing it this way, I have just drawn one face of a cube. If we draw the diagonal, then if suppose the length of a cube is a, breadth of a cube is a, so can we get with the help of Pythagoras theorem this length? So we can able to do this with the help of Pythagoras theorem, that is h square equals to b square plus l square. So what will the hypotenuse? It will be under root 2a. So with the help of this we come to know that the face diagonal has length root 2a. Similarly we can able to calculate the cube diagonal also. So just cube diagonal is from the inside. So in order to know the cube diagonal, you need to know one of the side a and this one, that is the face diagonal, that is root 2a. So with the help of which we can able to get this one. So therefore under root 2a square plus a square will give you under root 3a. So cube diagonal, length of a cube diagonal is root 3a, while that of face diagonal length will be root 2a. Now we are further proceeding to the next part, that is crystal lattice and unit cell. So what is crystal lattice? Let's see. So before proceeding to the crystal lattice, we need to know what is crystal. So crystal, a solid composed of atom, molecules or ions arranged in orderly and repetitive arrangement. So any solid consists of atom, molecules or ions which are arranged in orderly manner, and there is repetition in their arrangement also. So such type of solid can be called as crystal. So crystal is nothing but it is a solid composed of atom, molecules or ions arranged in orderly manner. In three-dimensional space, ordered arrangement of constituent particles in a crystal is represented by point. Then a regular three-dimensional arrangement of point in space is called crystal lattice or space lattice. So it is a place or a point where the constituent particles are present in three-dimensional arrangement. So again, what is crystal lattice? So it is a space. Which type of space? Three-dimensional space where ordered arrangement of constituent particles in a crystals are present. Okay. So the space where the constituent particles are present is known as crystal lattice or space lattice. Now coming to the lattice point or site. The position occupied by the particle in crystal lattice. So in a crystal lattice, which position is occupied by the crystal? Which position is occupied by the particles, atom, molecules or ion? That position is called lattice point or crystal lattice point or lattice site. Now coming to the last basic property, that is unit cell, whom we call unit cell. So a unit cell is the basic repeating structural unit of crystal lattice. So unit cell is a basic repeating structure of unit of a crystal lattice or crystal solid. So in a just like the cell is the basic structure and functional unit of life, same way for any crystal, which one is the basic or repeating unit, that will be the unit cell. Therefore it is called basic repeating structural unit. A unit cell of a crystal possesses all the structural property of a given crystal. So any crystal, smallest part or the basic part which with the help of which the entire crystal is made is called unit cell. So different more than two unit cells combine to form a crystal. So the basic repeating unit of a crystal is unit cell, just like the cell inside our body. Now coming to the further points, that is the smallest geometrical position of a crystal constitute can be used as repetitive unit which build up the entire crystal. So with the help of unit cell, the entire crystal can be arranged, can be built. So that is the smallest geometrical position of a crystal. Now coming to the different characteristics of a unit cell. So a unit cell have different characteristics. First one, it is its dimension along three edges A, B and C. So if we draw a cube, so it has a dimension, different dimension A, B and C. Then these edges may or may not be mutually perpendicular. So it is not important that the three edges can be perpendicular or cannot be perpendicular. That is the first characteristics of unit cell. So unit cell again consists of three edges A, B and C. Now second one, angles between the edges will be alpha between B and C. Between B and C, angle drawn is alpha. Between A and C, the angle drawn is beta. Between A and B, the angle drawn is gamma. So if the angle is drawn between the edges, then we can able to draw the three angles. So any unit cell consists of three edges and three angles. Three edges A, B and C and three angles alpha, beta and gamma. So these six parameters A, B, C, alpha, beta and gamma is the characteristics parameter of a unit cell. So if anyone asks you what are the characteristics parameters of a unit cell, you have to write there are six characteristics parameter of a unit cell, which consists of three edges A, B and C and three angles which is present between different edges, that is alpha, beta and gamma. Now coming to the types of unit cell. So first type of unit cell is the primitive and centered unit cell, whom we call primitive or centered unit cell. Let's see. First one, primitive unit cell. When constituent particles are present only on the corner position of unit cell, it is called as primitive unit cell. Let's try to understand it with the help of diagram. If I just draw a cube, so 8 corners are present, and each corner consists of 1 by 8 part of an atom. So therefore number of atom will be what? Number of atom will be equals to 1 by 8 part, and corner is 8. So how many atom is present? So there will be one atom is present in primitive unit cell. Primitive unit cell. So it is therefore shown that 8 corners are here in a cube, and each corners have 1 by 8 part of an atom. 1 by 8 part of an atom. Therefore number of atoms present in primitive unit cell will be 1 atom. Now next is central unit cell. Whom we call central unit cell? So central unit cell, where unit cell containing one or more constituent particle present at position other than corner, in addition to those at corner. It means that atoms will be present at the corner, that is 1 by 8 part of an atom. Apart from it, there will be the constituent particle present apart from the atom at any other position in a cube. So let's see what are they. So it will be body centered unit cell. So whom we call body centered unit cell? Let's see. So same way, if it is SCC or primitive unit cell, body centered unit cell, what we'll see that apart from present at the corner 1 by 8, there is one complete atom present at the center or the body of a cubic crystal. So it consists of one complete atom, one atom. So therefore in BCC, what will be the total number of atoms present? Number of atoms in BCC, number of atoms will be equals to 1 by 8 into 8 plus 1, that will be 2 atoms. So therefore in BCC, the number of atoms present in BCC cubic crystal will be 2. Let's see here. Such a unit cell contains one constituent particle, atom, molecule or ion at its body center, beside one that are at its corner. So in FCC, face-centered cubic unit cell, which type of construction, which type of combination is there? Let's try to understand with the help of this. If there is a cube, so how many faces are there in a cube? There are total 6 faces in a cube. So on each face, half part of an atom is present. The total number of faces are 6, half part present 1 by 2, plus each present at the corner 1 by 8 part. That will be there in all type of cubic close packing. So 1 by 8 into 8, 6 into 1 by 2 plus 1 by 8 into 8. So 3 plus 1 equals to 4 atoms. So in FCC, the number of atoms present will be equals to 4. Now let's see definition. So such a unit cell containing one constituent particle present at the center of each face beside the one that are at its corner. So we have already seen that is number of atoms, half of an atom at each faces, and at the corner 1 by 8 into 8. So that is called FCC. Now last one is end-centered cubic unit cell. In end-centered cubic unit cell, in such a unit cell containing one constituent particle is present at the center of any two opposite faces, like this. Any two opposite faces means if there is a cubic structure, so you don't have to consider all, but you have to consider any two faces, opposite faces. It can be this one, it can be this one. So two opposite faces. So how many atoms will be present? Again it will be 1 by 2 part of an atom on each opposite faces. So we have to consider just two phases, and each phase has half of an atom plus 1 by 8 into 8 at the corner. So it gives you 1 plus 1 equals to 2 atom in ECC. Okay, so see here, in ECC, in center cubic unit cell, the number of atoms present will be at any two opposite faces and at the corner 1 by 8. So it gives you the number of atoms equals to 2.